welcome Jennifer McCharen and Ashly Abrams to Parties Extra. I'm Helen Ford Wallace, and we are at the Oklahoman's video studio to talk about how to use extensions to style your hair for the fall parties and the back-to-school events. Welcome you all.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Jennifer, you all have lots of ideas for hair. Let's get to it. So, what do we got here?
I'm going to let Ashly take this one.
Okay.
This is her
We
wheelhouse.
have all kinds of extensions,
Uh-huh.
from super simple to takes lots more time, lasts a lot longer. Some of these you can put in daily, to some of these last up to 6 months.
Well, you have all colors of blonde, all
Yes.
colors of brown,
Pretty much any color you could think of.
and all colors of.
If there's something that's not there that you want, we can make it happen.
How in the world do you get them in, or you know, do they stay in? What
Yeah.
happens?
They every kind that we have stays in.
Mm-hmm. And they work well with long and short hair.
Yes. Yeah, you can do it for fullness, to make your hair thicker, make it longer, add some color.
So do you add just a little bit or the whole thing?
You can add from one single strand
Uh-huh.
all the way to a full-on ponytail. We have the hand-tied extensions. We have the tape-in extensions. So the options are pretty endless. And you can mix and match all of these together.
Oh my gosh,
We have
you
some
all.
people that do mix and match.
There's a lot of choices here. So who does everyone have this? Do the young girls have them, or the older?
I have a lot of college-age girls that are doing the full-on deal. I have some high school girls that they're getting into them. It's a bad habit to start already. An expensive habit can be. But yeah, it's becoming I know a lot of more people that have them than don't.
And you all have them
Yes,
on today?
I do.
I think you need to show that because you look. It looks so natural. I wouldn't have ever known it.
Well, she'll have to get in there to show you mine.
How long is your hair?
My natural hair is, you can see, about that length.
It's awesome.
And the top of my hair is mine.
And then I'll have you kind of turn a little more.
And there
And
is
this is the hand tied.
hand tied.
So it's like one full piece. And then there's like a system that you do in order to sew these in. And obviously they come in multicolors because hers is multicolored. One color, dark, light, what
And they
have
don't
you.
fall out.
No, they're in.
And then there's it's like a pack that comes. And she has, I think, 2 rows,
Yes.
right? So like there's 1 row and there's the second row.
That is, so that adds
and it gives
volume.
her all that body and fullness and a little length.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well,
My hair is pretty fine itself, doesn't have a lot of body.
Uh-huh.
So normally when I curl my hair, in about 10 minutes, especially when it's nice and hot outside, it just goes flat. So these, actually, I've always liked having extensions no matter what kind because they have body once you curl them. The curl stays.
Actually, do you sleep them? And
Yeah.
they're in. They're
Wash
in.
them.
They're-
You wash them like normal? thing?
I do everything like normal. These are not as much, you have to worry about brushing with a certain brush. But with any kind of extension, I always say, if it pulls and it doesn't feel good, don't use it. But there's certain extensions that are made for certain brushes.
Your hair looks great.
Thank you.
And your hair looks great.
Thanks. Mine's a fake piece too.
It is?
Yes.
Well, tell me about that.
Yes, this is called a halo. And I'm going to take it out so you can actually see the difference because this is like me. And then I have a little fancy little do back here. So then I'm going to take some of these out.
Is that the halo right there?
No,
Halo.
actually, her hair is the one that's.
I've got a couple of pins.
She's the styling one. I'm not good at this stuff.
I didn't put too many in.
It's coming.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you have short hair.
I have nice, fabulous short hair. Same old me. We've all seen.
But that is great. And so
Yeah.
all these are like that.
Now, this is.
Those are different.
Uh-huh.
This one you can probably wear on a night out,
Yeah.
or if you want to add some thickness and fullness.
And these you treat just you can curl them, flat iron them, do whatever you want. I say over some time you can put product in them, some hairspray. After, I don't know, especially if it's really hot outside, you can wash them. These, I ask my clients to bring them back to me so I can wash them, only because they can get super tangly if you're not using the right stuff, and I kind of have something that hangs it up.
So you used hairpins to get that one in, and your wire and the little wire.
Yes.
Well,
so this wire,
is
it's on
how-
the,
So that makes the halo.
And
Yeah, I
you can
see.
make it adjustable size. So it has different adjustments for size.
That is pretty.
And then the clear part goes in here so you don't see it. And you kind of pull your hair out around it, and then there you have it.
People at weddings use these. And
I
at
do
parties.
sell a lot of them for
Parties?
weddings, especially girls that don't want to really fully commit to having extensions all the time, just for that, one day or and this is great, especially if they do their pictures before. You just pop it on and then you can take it off.
And it'll match their hairstyle.
Yes, most of the time hers is harder, obviously, because hers is shorter. A lot of times you want some hair with some natural length like mine, to where it comes over and then you wouldn't have to necessarily pull your hair back or anything. I didn't have a blonde mannequin, and her hair was a little shorter than what we would normally use on that. But.
Yeah, but it was a good way to
Yeah.
kind of
And so,
show
so
big
you don't
difference.
just do it for a party. You do it for several months or something.
You can use
This one
these.
you can do for a
Usually
long
last
time.
like this, and the hand tied that I have in last. The hair pieces actually last for up to a year, as long as you take care of them.
Is that right?
Mine, the hand tied, you come in and have it moved up every probably 6 to 8 weeks. So, but you keep the same hair. Some of these other ones, once you're done with the hair, you're done with the hair. Once it's time to come out. So yeah, the hand tied and these, and some of these pieces are great options that you keep the hair.
Well, they use them for thickness. You use them for length. You use them for adding hair, for filling in spots that.
A lot of times, just like I'll show you when I do a demonstration. As you can see on this mannequin, a lot of people have, their sides are a little shorter, a little thinner than the back, to where with the tape-ins and even the single ones, you can just fill these spots in to where it makes it look not necessarily longer, but fuller down here where it's just not so
So
sparse.
so the tape ends are these.
Yeah, so she can show you how to do.
Okay. So how are you putting them in your hair?
No,
We're gonna put them in Erica.
I'm gonna put them in
Our little
Erica.
mannequin Erica.
So, especially, you can kind of see here how Erica's hair doesn't have very good hair, but we'll do this area right here, and I'll show you how you can fill that in to make it look. I don't know if you can see this here. So these almost sandwich your hair kind of together.
And they have a little.
This is the tape.
Uh-huh.
Peel the tape off. Get a small section here.
Oh,
I lift it
Ashly.
up.
Clever. Very
Not my
clever.
normal
Very
space
clever.
here.
I'm kind of impressed with that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should have
And
extensions.
these you can reuse and move
Yes.
up, which
These
is
last
a big deal.
about. You can get about 3 reuses out of them. You're looking at. You move them up about every 6 to 8 weeks. So you just sandwich that together, and then you can brush it down, and you can see just where right there. If you were to cut that, that fills in that whole spot.
It's amazing.
Um,
I mean, that hair looks real, you all.
and the hair is real. It is real.
I mean,
hair.
it looks real.
There, if you were to do a full head, and then when you come down, that's what it looks like underneath, and it feels. So then, whenever it'll just blend in.
It makes you have some hair.
Yeah.
That's
And then
better
you can
than
also
anything.
do it. Some people who are not really ready to commit to color. So say you want some highlights kind of added in there.
Oh my gosh.
You can do the same thing.
That's what we all need right there.
I know.
This is it.
And
Little
then,
test
so
drive.
then that way you don't, if you're not sure that you want that, it's kind of a temporary.
And these can be cut a little shorter, like in
Yes.
half or something, so that way it looks more highlighty, not like a big hunk, just so
Right.
you guys know.
It can be what cut?
like cut in half. So you know how
Oh.
highlights are more piecey.
Yeah.
This can be
Or-
But a lot of
Yeah.
times, if you do a small
And not
section here,
huge.
so once you come down, it doesn't necessarily look.
That is
Looks
darling.
ombre.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to just.
And you
have
can do
some-
that in any
Uh-huh.
any area.
Yeah. And I mean,
Here,
even on your hair,
bangs.
say yours.
If you
Bangs
wanted
are a
to
little
add
tricky. They have options. They have clip-on bangs.
more. They
So
do.
you just cut and maintain it like.
Yeah. So I would just. So even on both of these, just do a quick little. Oh, that wasn't as long. So then you have.
Great cut.
I mean,
Excellent.
There we go.
looks good.
And you it wouldn't be the same if you didn't put some color in your hair.
I know,
Last
right?
time you were here, we had glitter all over.
I know we have to have some fun color, and we're going to show you the individual ones
Okay.
with fun color for if I'm going out after this or something.
Well, you might.
I'm going to have to now.
I think you, when you had your glitter in, you went to a party.
Yeah.
I would have thought that everyone would have wanted your hairdo because it was
So
so
this
cute.
is just a little fun type of deal to add something in, and this can stay in her hair anywhere 5-6 months, just depending on how she takes care of it. And these are the individual, so you can kind of layer them and put the pieces exactly where you want them.
And this is what the young girls all have. They have
Well, or you could do it like for a costume for Halloween, or because we've had people come in for
The holidays,
you know, stuff
uh-huh.
like that. Yeah.
I have a lot of like my daughter is a senior in high school, so for the football games, they like to get their school colors.
Oh, you bet.
So they can come in and get a few pieces, and it could last the whole entire season.
And just grow off.
Yeah. Usually they get sick of it before then.
Well, so is that what you do? You do extensions all day long? Ashley?
Not all day long.
I would think
These type, my hands would get very tired.
but I think that everyone who's seen this would want that volume. They would want that length.
The volume, it is.
I mean, it's better than using a bunch of product. I mean, it's
Yeah,
fabulous.
it just makes things a lot more simple.
Although I do love the product.
Now, if you did a normal color, like if I did a blonde and I did a full head of hair, so I could have the length like this halo. I mean, it would take what, Ash, about 4 hours?
Yes.
About that
Yes.
Really?
to do because they're individual pieces. That's why a lot of times you can mix and match and do like the tape ends, and then do the little ones like if you want to pull your hair up, so that way you don't see it quite as much. You know, you can kind of do different variations.
Well, you all are walking,
do
talking advertisements for your.
We always Jennifer and I both, we like to switch it up pretty regularly. So that one day, I don't do the color as much. I mean, one day Jennifer might be dark-headed when you come in. But it's just fun to be able to do that. Actually, when she walked in this afternoon with the halo on, I looked at her, and at first I thought it was myself in the mirror.
A lot of people think we look like sisters, so especially with the long.
Well, so then for you, and you use heat on it? Can you use heat on them? You just do it all.
Because I curled
Heat
these
and-
today.
You did?
Yeah.
Yes, which
Curled it a
you
little
can't-
bit more than what it was because it was a little straighter.
We don't have anything to curl with this, but you can see right here how you could just add some fun.
Yeah, if that isn't cute, that's about the cutest. Just enough to say you did it.
Yeah, and you can style it different ways to make it stand out more.
So do you glue anything on?
It is not glue. These are Great Links. They're keratin bond that is like glue, but your hair is made up of keratin. This bond is made up of keratin, so when you heat it up, it melts and you wrap it around the hair. So since your hair is made up of keratin, it will attach to it. Just pretty simple.
Oh, I like that a lot.
So this is kind of the fun. I don't even know where they are. I can't even feel them, so that's even how good it is. You don't even know.
So do you wear those too, the color?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When do you wear them?
I think you had some pink in just for fun.
I tend to do those more. I've tried to do my whole head pink before, and it is a pain to get out. So this is a better option to just kind of, I can take it out when I want and not have to damage my hair.
Oh my gosh. So then do you, and you use special shampoos and hairspray, you can use any of that.
Yes. Pretty much on all of it, kind of sulfate-free shampoo, which has become a thing now with people getting keratins and stuff. It's just, you don't have a lot of buildup.
And most shampoos, even store or professional, are sulfate-free at this point.
Any favorite recommendations? Or just
all these lines have their own. We use Orbay and Arnco. Both of those have.
Orbay's fabulous.
Yes.
That is a great
We can't beat Orbay. So.
And then your hairspray, what do you use?
I use
Kendra?
L'Oreal.
Okay.
And I use Kenra.
And they're, I love Kendra too.
Yeah.
They're about comparable.
But you use them right on this.
And hairspray is just your preference. It's like if you want it stronger, buy it stronger. You want it lighter, buy it lighter. Whatever works for
I think we
you is
both
what
kinda like
works.
strong.
You know. Yeah. Gotta hold that stuff.
Well, any other things trending for the fall or
Okay,
the
so
holidays?
we also have this guy, which I know he looks kind of funny, and I had brought one of these at one time before, and it kind of looked 80s to me, so that's why I brought him.
He didn't look, I don't remember.
So like for Halloween, you can kind of take the scrunchie like I talked about and do yourself a little fun 80s girl. You know, obviously this is not my color, but
it's a great.
Because that's the ponytail thing that I had. And then this one, I think these are sort of popular. Like for a while, people were buying these like at the mall and different things. It's a little different model, but
That's got a clip on it.
yeah. And so you can actually, like for me, I'm gonna kind of turn around.
You just clip it on. That is fabulous, you all. Man, that's the one that everyone would want because it's easier.
Yeah.
Well, but what I like to do, because I don't like it boring, is take it
She can do all this just
and
backwards.
just like,
And you have good old bobby pins over there.
heck yeah. And so like if you were going to something and you just wanted to have some length and be able to put your hair up, like mine, I can put it up because I am a hairdresser, but that doesn't mean everybody on the planet can. So with short hair, so this is kind of a fun alternative to
kind of a messy updo.
messy little updo.
And that really looks like real hair too. I mean, it is
And
real
these
hair.
come in different colors.
They
So like
do?
if I wanted to buy one that matched my actual hair color, I can order that.
Most of the pieces that she has, any of these, as you can see, these are all just different companies. But pretty much they all stay with the same color scheme. I think now every company has made it available that, you know, just like even on these, where some people have more roots, so it's darker.
Show that. That's kind of interesting.
Um,
You got dark and light both.
Yes. So most people now don't want to be bleach blonde all the way up to their scalp. So now this is what they would call a rooted shade. So you have a little bit of root. So I mean, there's and these.
That's amazing.
They have the different colors with the dark.
Now
and the
that's
light.
looking pretty good.
I mean, of course I don't have a mirror, so you get the general idea, right?
That's really good.
And
That
so
is.
then you can do different things. So you don't feel like you have to be stuck with one thing, you know, like kind of use your imagination and get a little more creative with some stuff.
Well, you all have used your imagination here.
I think everybody is different. Now Jennifer and I are both fortunate for extensions that we both kind of have fine hair that can blend into a lot of them. But some people with thick hair, certain ones might not work quite like the other ones. So it's,
do all the hairstylists at Root Roots do these?
not all of them. There's certain stylists do certain ones. I just personally have I love doing extensions and I've done them for a long time, so I have broadened out to do
many
Yes.
colors.
Yeah.
Hair of many colors. That's what we got going here. Okay, well, anything else you want to share with us or about the brushes?
You know what? On Ashley's, like, I wanted to show you because she has the hand tied, so you saw those.
Oh, yeah, how you
And so,
pull
like,
up.
if we wanted to put these up, you know, we can totally put these up.
You-
And then you
oh,
don't even
to where
see.
you can't see.
Oh, you can't see them at all.
You know? You could actually probably go even a little high ponytail if you wanted right here, as long as you kind of left it looser here, which would be kind of fun. But yeah, so these are easy to hide. I mean,
And
as
a lot
far
of
as like
times
if you wanted to
people
put it up,
I don't know if you can see, like, you can even do, like,
little braids.
split it in the middle and you don't see where if you have the tape in, sometimes you would see the tape. That's
like
what's kind of
here-
nice about these is that you don't
don't see anything through there.
So for parties, you all, you can look different every time you go out.
Right.
Yeah.
And all of these are versatile enough to be able to do those things. So that's good.
That is awesome.
And especially normally if you say you have a hairpiece, but you just can't, you don't know how, you watch videos and you can't put it up. I would say most generally, I know Jennifer with doing updos you could bring in any one of these and the professional is gonna know how to do it. Whereas I'm not that good at
I don't do
styling like hers.
extensions, but I'll do all the other
Yeah.
updos and whatever you need.
Whatever
for
goes
'em,
with
it.
And she'll put them
Yeah,
in.
I put them in and then I send them over to
And
her.
you're right next to each other, so it works perfectly.
Yes.
And do you use all these brushes, these big old brushes here?
Those are some examples of what would be good. That's
With the kind that I just put in Jennifer, the Great Links, they have a specific brush. This is a boar bristle brush. You brush over it from root to end. A lot of people are scared to because they're like, oh, I don't want to pull it out. So like I said, if you took just a comb into hers and I did that, but like this, I can just brush
Yeah.
over. But if I took a comb, it will catch on there and you can't,
I don't know. Where
and it could rip them out. So
And your hair, which
and
you
then,
don't want.
Yeah, and all extensions, a boar bristle brush,
For blow dry.
would be
The
your
best.
best.
Well, you all look great, both of you.
Thank you.
You really do. Well, anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, thanks Jennifer and Ashley for taking your time to keep us informed on the latest in hair. You all are making a huge contribution to keeping Oklahoma City women looking and men looking very, very, very good. Come back soon, you all.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Thank